Hello amigos, my name is Jatin and welcome to my channel TECHYRATORS. This is our next video on RHCSA preparation series and our today's topic is SELINUX. So simply SELINUX is a security enhanced Linux. So we can talk about SELINUX in my further video, so without wasting any time, let's get started with this video now. So basically what SELINUX can do is can add one level of security to your system. So another user can't access a particular service if it's not defined for them. Let's say we have the configuration file vi/etc SELINUX/config. So we have three types of mode: enforcing, permissive and disable. And we have three type of SELINUX types: targeted, minimum and MLL. So in enforcing mode, the SELINUX security policy is enforced. This means the policy you have defined according to that type is forcefully implemented in your particular system. And in the permissive mode, the SELINUX print warning instead of enforcing. That means it can give you warning but can allow you to use any particular service by not following the rules of SELINUX. And disable means no SELINUX policy is loaded. It can't give you warning. It doesn't says you to give you warning or anything. So here you can set the mode and here is the SELINUX type and can take one of these three values. So targeted means the targeted process are protected. So let's say the by default type is targeted. In targeted, let's say you have installed a web server, HTTPD web server, then you give you are using your HTTPD web server in a different port. Let's say 8888. You are using 8888 port, but it gives you access when your SELINUX policy is permissive. Well, let's say when your SELINUX policy is permissive, you can use the HTTPD with your the 8888 port, the customized port. But when it is enforcing, it can't allow you to use 8888 port because at that port is not defined with the SELINUX, not defined with the HTTPD service. So you can't use that different port for the different service. So that's what targeted do. So minimum means modification of targeted policy, only selected processes are protected, and MLS multi-level security protection. So here if you want to change the mode and change the target, you can do that simply. Now going towards the next thing, that is how you can check the policy ls-ld/var/www. So these are the properties of our HTTPD web server. So if you want to let's say you have given a different document root, so you need to give the particular content to that port in the enforcing mode, in the particular directory in the enforcing mode to use that particular service. And if you can't give the particular content, the SELINUX can't allow you to use that particular service. So you can simply switch on the running level 0 the SELINUX mode in your system. So current mode is permissive, so set enforce 0 changes the current mode to permissive, but when you reboot the system it changes to enforcing because the entry in the configuration file is enforcing. Now use the set enforce 1 to change it to enforcing. Now it's changed to enforcing. Now we discuss the three modes, we discuss how to change in the run levels. Now we are talking about how you can let's say give a content to that to a particular directory. Let's say ls new one is a directory with the ls-ld set new one with the admin home t. So we are giving chcon -t httpt underscore what we have the sys underscore content underscore t sys underscore content underscore t to the new one. Invalid arguments. Okay, what is stopping sys? Okay, we use https, we need to use httpt. I made a little mistake. Now ls-ld is set new one. You see the content changes, but it the chcon command changes the content for the currently live system, for the working environment. So if you reboot your system, the content changes to the default admin home t. So to permanently change the content, we can use scmanage command fcontext -at httpt underscore sys underscore content underscore t / new one. In the bracket we can give /.star, and after that question mark /.star means if you create any another directory in that particular directory, they also get the content of SELINUX. Enter. Okay, invalid. We need to specify that we forgot to enter the t. Yes. So simply these enter a permanent entry for the new one directory. Now if you reboot your system, you get the same content of httpt content, and you can use this as a document root in the enforcing when the SELINUX mode is enforcing for your httpt server. Now this is about the directory, how you can change the directory, what happens when you can't give the content in the enforcing mode. But you also need to know that you have to give the same content, give the content to the particular port for the particular service. If you are using a customized port, let's say you are using a 8888 port for the httpt service, that is not a by default port. You need to give the content to the particular port with the scmanage command. Scmanage port -at space http underscore port underscore t space -p tcp 8881. Invalid argument. What? Okay, it doesn't need to use hyphen there. Yes. And when you scmanage port -l grep 8881, you see the 8881 get the http port underscore t. So these are all the port you can use with the http service, and you don't need to change the content because the content is also given as http port t. But if you want to use another port, you need to give the content with using this command to use that particular service in enforcing mode. So this is all about the SELINUX, and you can also auto relabel all the policies in your system with the creating a file touch /.auto relabel So this file, when reboot your system, after getting this file, you reboot your system, it relabel all the policies in your particular system. And I guess there's all about that. There's more restore con. Okay, there's one more command, that is restore con hyphen capital R slash new dot slash new one ls hyphen ld z restore con to restore the default policy, used to restore the default policy. So we discussed the sc manage command, chcon command, and the restore con command. So you can check with the man command for to use with different option. I'll show you the auto relabel file, auto relabel function. Now this is all about SELINUX that you need to learn for the RHCSA preparation. You can study in brief, you get the content over the Google. So this is all about the SELINUX, and you can check the history. Here you can write the history. Now this is the end of the video. We can meet you in the next video with another topic. So now let's go, and bye bye and take care.